Hello, people. I am JABYKOAY. This is
Metal Jess.
This is another off-the-cuff kind of fun interview with Jessica. We're gonna start off with something fun. It was her birthday recently.
My birthday is December 31st, so it's a pretty big day. Party day.
Yes.
So you shouldn't have to. I don't need any gifts. Okay.
It'll be easy to open up.
Is it from Macy's?
Just open.
Okay. Maybe it's not from Macy's. Oh, you got me tissue paper.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a box in a box. More tissue paper. No! You got me Battlefront. Now we get to play together.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Oh, you're so sweet. He listens. He's a good listener because
Yeah.
I really wanted this game.
She was drunkenly saying how much she loved Battlefront. And I was like, all right. I know what to do.
It's pretty awesome. Thank you. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, the speeder bike. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm going to be playing with you, too.
Cool.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. That means a lot for me.
Happy birthday. So, let's start talking. So, what have you been playing lately?
Fallout 4. A lot.
Okay.
Just because there's so much stuff that's going on in that game, and you have to really, take your time with it. The other thing I've been playing a lot of is Earth Defense Force.
Okay.
Me and my friends have been playing that a lot. It's about killing giant bugs. Have you ever seen Starship Troopers?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, it's like giant ants coming down to invade the Earth, and you can play couch co-op.
Okay.
You and your friends shoot giant alien spiders and ants, and there's a bunch of different classes. It's just got this weirdly weird, campy, almost like old horror movie kind of feel.
Okay, let's talk about Fallout for a second then. Because my impression of Fallout was tainted by Fallout 3.
I know.
And my impression was because I played it for a week straight, and I realized I wasn't even 10% into the game. It's so big. And
it's immense. There is everything in that game. There is crafting. There is building your fortress. There is times where you have to go on missions, and there's a lot of fetch missions in it, which I don't really like in games. But for some reason, this game has attracted me a lot because I do like a lot of first-person shooters. And so when I can change my viewpoint to first-person and going on these missions and just shooting bugs or whatever, I get really into it. So it does draw me there. I was on the same page, though. I did not like Fallout 3. This game, I'm taking my time with it. I'm trying to understand why people like it so much. It's growing on me.
Yeah.
There is too much to customize, though, and that's kind of my hang-up on Skyrim games. I like a lot of BioShocks and a lot of fast-paced games, and just to think about all the stuff that I have to customize in that game is really with your mech suit. It's just I have to do all of this stuff and I have to collect all this stuff. And the one of the things that makes me so not like this game is inventory management.
Okay.
Where I can pick up anything in the environment. Yeah. And with this game, you can't pick up everything in the environment because you'll end up running slow. You'll end up collecting too much stuff. So. Right. Yeah, so there's a lot of scavenging involved.
So recently I put out the podcast that we did. We actually recorded that podcast, just a little inside information. We recorded that a while ago, and it's just sitting in my computer for a long time, and I hadn't gotten around to it until recently and put it out. And one of the things we were talking about was chick gamers.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I'm just wondering if any new information has surfaced since recording that. We recorded that in the summertime.
Yeah, we did record that a long time ago.
A while ago. And I'm just wondering how you feel about that now, if your philosophy's changed at all, if there's any new information, or if you feel like girl gamers are being served a little bit better, or...
I think I've been seeing a lot more streams now where girls are true gamers, and they're all about, enjoying and playing the game and actually conversing with their audience about the game, and they have a lot more knowledge now. I think I've been working with a lot of girls too that at events. I went to a MLG gaming event. Those are the esports gaming events. Okay. And there were a lot of girls that were on their stuff. They knew a lot about games, and so it really impressed me.
You just watched Star Wars?
I did watch Star Wars, yes. I did D-box seats, too.
Okay.
You know what those?
Yeah, I know what those like.
D-box seats are these seats that, move, almost kind of like when you're in the Star Wars Disneyland ride. Yeah. They, move along with the movie. So, if you're in a space fight, it, moves around or whatever. The only thing that was really weird is, sometimes it would move at different times that weren't appropriate. Ray, she puts something in her saddle, and then the seat shakes for that, and I'm just why? It's a little too much, but But
unnecessary.
But it was fun. No, it was fun.
I watched Mad Max in D-Box.
I think that's probably a better movie to watch in D-Box.
It was intense. It was like constant
The whole
rattling the
time.
whole time because it's a car movie.
Can't fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly. It was. I was almost distracted by the fact that I was in a D-Box seat, though. When you're playing a game, it's different with games because you have ever since the Rumble Pack and the DualShock controllers.
We're used to it as gamers.
Yeah, we're used to it because now you're expecting that force feedback vibration. But with the chairs, it's still new, and I don't know if it's a matter of it being new or a matter of it being it's your whole body and it's rattling your brain.
Yeah. It's a little intense. I couldn't have done it with like 3D glasses. Like I'm glad that was an option too to do it with 3D glasses. Yeah, I picked 2D.
Glasses falling off your face.
How you could do that, but that's an option apparently.
I watched that's how I watched Star Wars twice actually in 3D twice. I didn't realize I got it in 3D twice.
I haven't seen it with 3D yet.
So annoyed. We watched it at the 7:00 show the first night in 3D, and I was way at the back of the theater. I hate those fucking glasses. I just hate them.
When I first did 3D was for Avatar. You remember when that came out? And I ate frog legs beforehand. I know, it was just this weird restaurant that we went to, and I ate frog legs. I was about to throw up those frog legs. Like it was just awful because it was my first 3D experience. Yeah.
After a while, I forget, and I'm just like, these fucking things. I can see you never stop seeing the rims of the glasses during the movie. What is a common misconception about Jessica? What happens a lot where people are like, wow, I didn't know that about you. Obviously, the gamer thing.
The gamer thing, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, and they start bringing up video games. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, wow, you know a lot about video games. And a lot about video games from the past, too. Like, I was telling you on the podcast, I played games on the 5.5 floppy disk from DOS. But also, they don't know that I like a lot of metal music. I love a lot of epic metal and horror metal. I love horror movies. Like, I love a lot of blood and gore stuff. So I've seen every horror movie that's been banned in every other country. Like, I seek those out. So I've seen a lot of disgusting stuff. And I'm not fazed by it or jaded by it.
What was your childhood like?
Why
are you so obsessed with horror movies?
My mom, when I was 3 years old, made me watch Chucky, and I couldn't put I had to put all my dolls away in a closet because I was so terrified that my dolls were going to come to life and kill me in my sleep. So that was kind of like the ledge, the jump off for liking horror movies, and then I just wanted to see more and more. I just got intrigued by them. I think it's also that taboo thing, like you're not supposed to watch these, like my mom wouldn't let me watch Hellraiser, and I would just sneak out and watch it, it was very taboo.
But you're not fazed by it anymore.
I'm not fazed by it, no. In fact, now I need some horror suggestions, you guys. If you guys can suggest some great horror movies out there, I would love that because I just feel like there's nothing out there right now, so.
You're like the drug addict who's hit the maximum high, and you're like,
I like to torture myself.
Now I just do a joint in the morning just to start my day.
I like to torture myself. I still I get afraid from them. I'm scared from them. I love to go to all those Halloween haunts too, and I scream my head off, but I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this adrenaline thing.
It's a thrill.
Yeah.
Your first name's Metal. I don't understand why people don't know if you like metal music.
Well, that just kind of goes hand in hand. There's a lot of horror stuff out there, bands like Gwar or Dimmy Borgir or Children of Bodom or any of those things where they talk about horror related stuff. So it kind of just goes hand in hand.
Have you ever heard Rob Zombie's actual voice?
Yep. Wait, his actual voice?
His speaking voice.
I think so.
It's the weirdest thing to hear. Marilyn Manson's regular speaking voice.
Oh yes, I know Marilyn Manson's.
It's they sound so just chill.
Yeah.
Like normal people. Not.
Because they're performers.
They don't just talk like this all the time or whatever. They don't have a Batman voice in normal conversation. They sound like you and me. They just have a normal voice.
Fun fact about Rob Zombie. His little brother is from this band called Powerman 5000 that I really liked when I was younger, and it's a band all about space. Rob Zombie does all horror.
Yeah.
Powerman 5000 is all about space. So.
Does it sound like space opera music or space?
Yeah, it's like space metal. Are you ready to go? Yeah, it's really just out there. You have to check them out. It's just all about outer space. Yeah.
I might have to check that out. I'm obsessed with the group Justice. Have you heard of Justice?
No, I haven't heard of Justice.
Lately. Well, It's probably a smaller group, but they've got like music that sounds very throwback.
Yeah.
Like the Go Team, but more techno.
Yeah.
And just suddenly I realized, oh, I like this. I feel like the old man, like who discovers what rock music is for the first time.
You're like, yes, I like this.
Yes.
One of my favorite bands too
quite
is
lovely.
like Guar. Like when you go to one of their shows, they like spray you with blood, and it's just kind of like they have these huge creature mask things that they do, and every concert they like slaughter somebody on stage. So they've slaughtered like Hillary Clinton and Obama and like all these. They spray you with blood. Like you just come out of there, just out of the mosh pit, just dripping with blood, and you're like, yes, this is amazing, So I don't know, it's my weird thing. I like it. So
I cannot wait to see you have children.
Oh no! Am I gonna torture them too?
What are you gonna name if you have a son? What's his name gonna be?
I love Gunner.
Gunner.
And Knox. I guess kind of like Mallory Knox. Kind of like that from Natural Born Killers.
Okay.
Yeah, so I like Knox as a name, and then I like Gunner as a name because I picture my male child being tough, like a gunner.
What if he's the most Weasley? Like, hi, I'm Gunner.
I know he's gonna be such a dork. I'm like, no, your name's Gunner. I don't know. I believe in giving my kids Viking names.
So what's the girl gonna be?
Knox or like something, something hard. I recently had a friend who had a baby and named, I think the middle name was Giraffe. Hippies. Yeah, it was like Rainbow something, Giraffe, something else. He had like 5 names. Like, I think there was a normal name in there. I think it was like Matthew or something, but I just remember the middle name was Giraffe.
In about 20 years, it's going to be just this, our classrooms are going to be filled with kids who have all fucked up names. And then the kid the kid who's going to stand out is going to be the one named Steve. It's like, wow, that's an exotic name. How did you
come back around full circle?
Exactly.
Thanks for the gift.
Yeah,
thanks for Battlefront.
Yeah, I haven't played it much. I played 5 minutes of it, and that's it. And
I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
So.
If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to Metal Jess's channel. She is going to have horror trailer reactions and eventually some other fun stuff related to horror.
Gonna be some cooking stuff involved too, so check it out.
Cooking related to horror films and stuff. Yeah. Follow her on Twitter and YouTube. I am JABYKOAY.
I'm Metal Jess.
Peace out.